Hi YouTube. First off, to dispute a couple things, I didn't cut my hair and I didn't put on jeans to make myself look skinnier. I just have my lounge pants on. And furthermore, this isn't the body of a lazy person. This is the body of a badass older woman that will, despite whatever anybody is saying, kick your fucking ass with this old badass body. Stop telling me what I should do or what I shouldn't do and who is going to fight my battles. All that bullshit. Oh, excuse me a minute. And excuse the noise. Doug's weed whipping out there. He didn't know I was just making a video at the same time he was going to weed whip. Ooh, it's hotter than hell out. I don't know. I can't remember being to hell. I think I've been there, honestly. My topic today, being born an orphan and never having real love in my life. You can't fucking break me. Are you out of your mind? And yeah, you can try and do something physical too. I enjoy a challenge. So go for it. I'm amused. Mm, give me a minute. I'm going to turn my fan on. It is wicked hot. Okay. Now we shouldn't have many interruptions. Now I've worked all my life, even when I have broken parts. It's hard for me to sit still. That's why whoever started the rumor, it could have been my ex. I think my first ex is probably expired. I think his shelf life gave up. I have no clue. I don't keep track of these people. Once they do me dirty and that's it, or my kids, I'm done with them. I'm I only had kids with the one in the first marriage. I was 17. I got annulled. So and then I've been called like people try and paint me like I'm loose. That pisses me off pretty bad. I never cheated on my husbands, not fucking once, and I never thought about it. And when I think about um wanting to be away from them, I gave Doug a letter of divorcement. And if I go, and if he want, that means if he wants to go get a divorce, go for it. I don't care. I do not care. You see? So if I want to say, if I had the desire to go out dancing or whatever, I'll do it. I'm not letting anybody stop me from being happy in my life just because they're a person. Fuck that shit. Anyway, to get personal about it. But if I ever had the urge, if I ever fell in love with somebody again, which I highly fucking doubt, love and sexual closeness, not gonna happen. Even when I was 40, I started thinking, fuck all you dumb motherfuckers, I'm sick to death of you, no matter what. Fuck that shit too. So, anyway, yeah, I had a point there. I was going, oh, so, and Doug knows this too. I told him that this is the way I operate. If I fell in love with somebody else, I just tell them straight up and leave the relationship first, like I did with my last one to come here. My last one that was long term, and this one that is going into 36 years. I am the most loyal person you'll ever meet. And I have very few friends that are worthy of my loyalty. And I've watched this whole community of fucking snakes, um, sorcerers, witches. They think they're so fucking slick, and they're eating each other alive because none of them are loyal, not even to themselves, let alone each other. That's the funny part. What a bunch of retards, Like, wow, you'd be lucky to have a loyal friend like me, but that's another story. So, yeah. I could have put jeans on and made myself look skinnier with a belt and all that bullshit, like a lot of people do. No, I'm just solid muscle and I'll beat your fucking ass if you fuck with me. Step up, you know? Oh, ooh, just ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If I stay here much longer, I surely will rust. But yeah, so it must have been the father of my kids that was yapping about my personality that used to go to work and feed him, yeah, and get houses and cars and different things he wasn't capable of doing because of his um, history that people don't look into, but you really should. Like, take my maiden name and see when he used that to hide from the cops. What was he hiding from? Yeah. Look into somebody else's fucking history before you try and dig dirt on mine, because you're not going to find it. So, yeah, I'm ready to fight. And people are like, they're also, yeah, you're Christian or whatever, your faith or whatever, and karma and God's retribution and everything. No, I'm telling you, if you think you're froggy, fucking leap. Come on, bring it on. And then I will show you what actual danger feels like. I'm well versed. So anyway, did you see my shoes? Maybe you can just see. Aren't they cute? They're clogs. So anyway, yeah, I like them. I had this one friend, Linda, and I both had clogs back in the 70s, I think like 1971. And we were going to summer school. I was, because I had an operation on my throat. I was with first plastic surgery. I have two plastic pieces that I'm allergic to in my throat. But anyway, me and Linda used to skip down this. The whole school was pretty uh, futuristic. It was made all out of concrete, and the rest old schools in our city of Minneapolis were mostly old, either brick or granite or even limestone blocks. So there was a lot of real old schools. But this one, Franklin, was just futuristic and concrete, and even the sidewalks were so cool. When we wore our clogs, we could go skipping down the sidewalk singing songs and stuff, and our clogs would make our rhythm for us. So, goofy girls, like 12 or somewhere around in there. Maybe a little older. Might have been 13. Yeah, I think 13, because when I had my operation, I was 12 and I missed out on school, even though a lot of my friends were bringing me homework and trying to keep me caught up on everything. It was super hard for me to do because it took a while for me to recover from that. So, yeah. So, anyway, like I tell people, if you think you're a badass, I'll show you what one really is, unfortunately. Even somebody that knows I hate their fucking guts, I'm just waiting for them to step up and think that they're something. The only thing you can do to me is shoot me from a distance. If you get close enough and threaten me, you're going to get hurt. So, anyway. And yeah, there's men that just hate me for that. Well, isn't that too fucking bad, little boys? Too bad. I hate you for it too. I wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for people like you. So keep demeaning me and keep trying to dirty my name. The only thing that's going to do is fuel the fire inside of me. And do you think I'm going to be loyal or have mercy in areas I was never shown any? Are you out of your crazy little brains or Greek frames? Yeah, you must be. Well, I'm not. I'm all whole in here. I'm very intact and intact. I never attack first, but I'll make you attack me and I'll use it against you, just like I do with your words. There's one community and people want me to back up and back down and let them continue with their little fucking lies. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna be the biggest disruption any system on this planet has ever seen, and I'm not backing down. Guess why the Masons called me Trouble? My middle name, Trouble. This is what I was told. Wonder why? Must be troubling. Aw, trouble, trouble. Think I'm in trouble. Lindsey Buckingham. That's a good song, Trouble. Look it up. Awesome. Love the beat to it. It's a good dancing song. Yeah. Or you're looking for trouble. Well, you found her. Now what are you gonna do? Yeah, you'll do what I want you to, even if you don't think you are. Fools. Play your little games, you little Satanistic freaks. See what fucking happens. I'll show you what Satan is. Satan is making you devour yourself because that's how stupid you are. Because I am protected. You think that I'm dirty in some way, like you are, and you want to justify your actions towards me, which is never going to happen. So, for the record, keep track. And the next one steps up, and then the next one, and they all fall like dominoes. Are you getting a picture that you shouldn't fuck with me? When's it ever going to dawn on you? Ever? Like I say, I'm the most loyal person on the planet, unless you don't deserve it. If you have true remorse on anything, people that have done things to me, there's never a good reason. But if you have good remorse, I'll forgive. And I probably won't want anything bad to happen to you. But if you continue to fuck with me and use groups of people to fuck with me and interfere in my relationships and friendships with people, I'm going to eat you the fuck alive. And you think I don't know where you are just because you lie about where you live when I can hear you thinking. You should stop. I don't have anything to lose. You don't want to fuck with somebody that has nothing to lose. You could say, well, it'd be your freedom. No, I'll make you strike first, believe me. You'll never bait me into any of your little fucking traps. I'm too far ahead for that. So keep trying, if you will, if you want. You have free will, so use it wisely. Anyway. Oh, yeah, my arm is feeling better, by the way. Slept pretty good. I've been wrapping it really good at night, especially, so I don't injure myself worse in the night. You know how it is when you have an injury and you're sleeping and you go to turn around and stuff, and yeah, so anyway. So yeah, I mean, I'm not any more or any less happy or delusional or pissed off or unstable or any of that shit than I ever have been. And I'm not just learning who I am or the knowledge that was imparted to me when I was born. Born, not yesterday, not 10 years ago, born with it. So stop pretending like you invented something about me that I was born knowing. Thank you. And no, I'm not going to stop being a fighter. I'll always be this martial artist that is willing and ready to beat anybody's ass that wants to try and step up. I can either be your friend or I'll be your biggest enemy. I might not do something to you, but I probably will, one way or another. It might just be in the ether. I might wreck your whole fucking life. Why would I care? You don't care about mine. If you start caring about mine, I'm going to start caring about yours. But these people out there, oh, it's just a spiritual war. No, it hasn't been. That's why I have these and the rest of my body like that. You get it? You want to swear it's just a spiritual war and take on the poundings that I've taken in my life out of love for people and submission? Well, this woman isn't submitting anymore to anybody in any way. And the more you push me, the more lethal I get. Do you fucking get it? So much for my calm, peaceful demeanor, right? Yeah, if you leave me alone. Otherwise, you want to open the door to chaos? Come on in. I'll show you a new twist on that shit you have never seen. Believe me, I'm talented like that. Seriously, if you want to be my friend, you'll have the best friend you've ever seen in your life. If you want to be my enemy, you pick the right one. I'll make you hate me worse than you hate anybody because I've never given anybody a reason to, but you've given me plenty. That really is my message today. Yeah, it's sort of a ranting, boastful, sick of your shit type of video. And don't hand me the shit that you're um just doing what you have to do to get by because you're a fucking coward. You think you're strong because you can come up against a woman that's never had anybody and you need groups of people to do it? That's as weak as anything on this planet. And that's not something I am. And my ethics do speak for itself anyway. It's not that I have to prove that. My retirement that I deserve proves that. And the house and the land I paid for, we paid for, proves that. But I did have my own house before I moved up here. So, yeah. Nobody gives me anything for free. And I don't owe anybody shit. And I never will. Even with God, I do favors for God. I'm not riding on his back for free. I earn it. But you wouldn't think I do because my language isn't all smooth and polished like you're used to. Well, he doesn't like fake either. Did you know? Well, I just told you. Now you know. Think even Satan's starting to fucking hate your fake asses. Yeah. He only hated me out of jealousy. What's your excuse? Yeah, it is easier to balance with without these clogs on. But like if I was sparring, I would have my tennis shoes on. Yeah. Not my. I do have a pair that actually are hardened toe pair of tennis shoes, but I got some combat boots that are pretty cool. Actually, I have all kinds of outfits. Sometimes I feel like wearing like a dress or something dressy, and other days I don't. It's too muggy today to worry about it. I thought I'd just show you me in the raw, like a everyday person, like a real human being. Yeah, this is me. Not in a studio, not with fake lighting or filters or makeup or your bullshit. Yeah, I was once really beautiful, and that's why they tried to fucking destroy me. But that's okay. Yeah, and that's why, too. You wouldn't believe the jealousy from women and men. I can believe it. I lived it. Maybe some of you are living through that right now. It's pretty sickening. And people can say they're not, but yeah, no, their actions speak for itself. So that's all right too. In their words, you can just tell it oozes out of them. And then I'm smart too. Don't you just fucking hate that? You should, because you're not doing it. That would make me feel all full of shame. Unless you want to go back to everybody's childhood when our innocence was taken away and the ones that never grew out of that in comparison to me. Want to compare that and what steadfastness and loyalty actually looks like? You can't shame me. It's back on you. But you can keep trying. I'm really excited to see what your next trick is going to be. I'm ready. I'm always ready for that challenge, no matter what. So I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself, a little more, so you wouldn't have to guesstimate. Oh, speaking of mathematical encounters, if you have somebody that's really shitty in your life or people that come to against you in groups or whatever, like I have, figure out who the common denominator is, and then you'll see where that problem is. Like if it's in a family setting and you got that one person that's like causing problems and talking about everybody. Everybody else gets along until that one common denominator, you know? That's not a guesstimate, that's an actual fact. That's your equation, solved, you know? So anyway. Oh, I don't have to yell anymore. The weed whip is done for now. Yeah, I might yell anyway. Just a minute. I might give me something to think about here. People try and predict me. I wrote a thing on Facebook. You can't predict me. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. How the fuck could you? My mind goes 100 miles an hour in every direction. How are you gonna keep up with that? I mean, I know what I'm thinking, but you can't. I mean, I'm an open book. I don't hide anything about myself. If you can grasp it, if you can see me in there in my soul, good for you. That's wonderful because I don't try and hide anything. I don't care about anybody's opinion. See? That's the difference. You care about how you're viewed in life. I don't, because I know I'm the best. Oh, if you can rise to that occasion, not occasionally, but actually rise to that, that's awesome. I wish everybody the best if you deserve it. That's a big if. So that's probably about enough for today. Um, I'm going to, I might be lazy today. Maybe. Oh, I love that song, Lazy. Want to hear a good, it's a lot of bands were doing like acid rock, and there was like Jimi Hendrix, and then there was Grant or Deep Purple, I think, or Grand Funk Railroad. One of those two have a song called Lazy. Love it, love it. I'll probably share it later. I'm going to be playing some music. I'm in that kind of mood today, so yeah. Well, anyway. All right, everybody. Have a really good night or day wherever you're at. Peace if you deserve it. And love the way you can. Oh, whoa, with some of y'all.